Hi, beautiful people of the world. Today, I would like to show you a recipe you cannot find anywhere in the world. I've checked the internet, there's no version of it. So, from the Ottoman Empire, we have a recipe called Güllaç. And we use these thin rice starch sheets and make an incredible dessert. It comes from the Ottoman Palestine. I'll tell you the story about it. Today, I will show you how to make Güllaç from these, but probably you won't be able to find this thing in the world. I am going to show you how to make this from this beautiful rice paper that you can almost now find everywhere in the world. It's not 100% the same thing. This is handmade. As you can see, this is machine made. There are a few other differences. It is a gluten-free, incredible recipe that looks unusual, tastes amazing. The thing about this channel is I want the beautifulness from the Ottoman, from these soils to spread to the world. So I'm trying to find ways and find ingredients from all over the world so that you can have this taste of what's around here with ingredients that you can find in your homes. Other than this rice paper thing, everything is very, very simple. Through the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can make it from this classical goulash. But before, I'm going to warm up 600 milliliters of milk. There are, I know, vegan friends. Instead of this milk, you can use oat milk very well. It will be as good. No problem. 175 grams of sugar. You can use honey. It's about 3/3 of a cup, I guess. I am going to slowly melt the sugar, warming up the milk. I have a cup, a nice one, which is almost the same size of the rice paper. I have heated up my milk around 60. How would I understand 60? I did my finger, it's quite hot. I won't be able to let it sit there for a while. Let me check. So 61 here, quite good. First, I put a bit of milk. I put the shiny side on top, like this, and put some milk. Then the second sheet, shine side up.
It's not a breakable sheet, is it?
Everything is breakable, dear.
What?
In the movie Great Expectations, there was this great breakable song.
To see he's breakable.
Shine side up. And then I'm going to put some pistachios in the middle. You can use walnuts, almonds, or hazelnuts. Cashew would also be good. Then another layer, and then put some milk. Ooh. So as you can see, it's one of the easiest recipes of the world. If one side gets hot and the other one don't, it swirls. I'm almost to the last layers, but before I'm going to add something, especially to the top. I could have directly put it into the milk, but milk was already hot, so it will evaporate. This is my orange blossom water that my aunt Refika abla made. We have the same name with her. One day I would like you to meet with her because she is the person with Ahmet abi who made me into a much, much better cook. And this is incredible smelling. Burak, you have to smell this.
Çok güzel.
Yeah.
Ay.
This is actually the orange blossom oil. Oil gets collected on top. This is very intense. I'm going to put a bit here. As I said, I didn't put it when it was really hot. The oil would have then evaporated. I wouldn't want that. So another layer comes in and some more milk, especially to the top layer. I'm going to put a little bit more. Now this is still hot. These sheets are gonna soak the milk a bit, then let it sit for a while, warm it up on the stove top so that the bottom gets a bit caramelized. Normally in classic goulash we don't do that, but I like it and it will soften the sheets a little more. As you can see, the sheets soak the milk, caramelizing the bottom a bit will add an extra flavor. When I see the bottom turning brown a bit like this, then it's ready. Turning to a lower heat and adding a bit of milk. And this will cool down and I will refrigerate it and then it's going to be ready to eat. As a culture tour to the video, I would like to tell you about Güllaç. How do you make this beautiful goulash as a recipe? Usually in every pack we have 12 sheets. We warm up some sugar and milk. Usually for 12 sheets we need 3 liters of milk, about 3 cups of sugar. We put each sheet bright side up, put some milk. The milk shouldn't be as hot. It has to be about 39 to 41 degrees. It will be a little warm to the hand, but not hot. And then we put each layer, after the 6th layer, we've put filling. It could be cashews for you guys, the classic one, pistachios, walnuts or hazelnuts, and then the other layers. And each layer we put some milk, let it rest in the refrigerator for a while, and then while we serve, we put some pomegranate seeds on top, sometimes candied cherry on top, and then it will be ready. And I also would like to tell you how this recipe was invented at the first place. In the Ottoman Empire, making rice was a really important thing. Topkapı Palace has huge kitchens. From those kitchens, the army was fed. Think about it like this. The parliament, the army, the whole managerial team, and plus the sultan was eating from the same place. So every day from the palace, at least 20,000 people were fed. Rice at the time was quite expensive as well, but they were usually serving rice. Rice was the show of richness, the show of power. And in Turkey, how do we make rice? First, we clean the rice. We put it into water so the excess starch gets out. That rice water one day was sitting in the palace's kitchen. As the starch stays, some of them falls down, some of them goes up. So there was a thick layer of rice starch. The chef, the ahçıbaşı, took it from the top and put it on a saç plate and cooked. And he looked at it probably after he cooked it. What can I do? Then he made dessert out of it. This was how first this Güllaç dessert was invented in the palace. When this beautiful thing rested overnight, you put a bit of pomegranate seeds and a bit of pistachios on top and it's ready to eat. You can have a bit of drizzle of fresh orange blossom water with it as well. Now, different than the classical güllaç, because this has more starchiness, we need a knife. Now, I take each piece and there's this beautiful excess milk. We take that milk, incredible rosy smelling or orange blossom smelling, depending on which one you use. You use the excess milk like this and it is delicious. If you have a chance and able to find Turkish güllaç, this will directly melt in your mouth. But with this rice paper, you need a bit more time. Sorry guys, temptation, I'm so sorry. This is how we do it. Incredibly tasty, as you can see, creates an incredible temptation, so you lose your mind, forget your promise. Guys, I would like to also tell you something. I don't want to be humble anymore. I'm 44 and I have learned that Turkish tradition wants you to be humble, but sometimes you shouldn't be. This güllaç used to be just for this milky dessert. No one did anything different. But I have created different recipes. Instead of milk, I wet it with sour cherry juice and it becomes gorgeous. Also, do it with chocolate milk and it becomes also very, very gorgeous. Put pistachio paste in the middle and then put some cacao powder on top and it becomes like a milk baklava, which is again heaven. I use like a filo dough, wet it and then wrap some cheese, pastrami in the middle and fry it and it becomes a crunchy börek. I might make it like a pizza, maybe a bit of pesto in the bottom, some sucuk and some cheese and a very light pizza. Suddenly it becomes like a Michelin star recipe. Things like that can also happen with this beautiful thing. I have done it in my country and now I want to spread it to the whole world. If you are around and have watched the video so far, your support by liking the video, sharing through WhatsApp or places like that with your loved ones would be great. But you know, the best one would be for you to also make it to your loved ones and eat it together so that you remember me time to time as well. Lots of love.